Google disabling cookies for 30 million users of its web browser Chrome today, the first step in its plan to stop all use of the website tracking technology by the end of the year. What does that mean for Google's ad dominance? Our Deirdre Bosa has that in today's Tech Check. Morning, Dee.
Hey, good morning, Carl. So it's going to be rolled out slowly over the year, but for the digital ad landscape at large, this is ultimately another monumental change, and it comes just a few years after Apple did something similar. Now, Google getting rid of cookies will make it harder for third parties to track users across the internet. Here's what I mean by that. You might have Googled pajamas to gift over the holidays and search for a specific brand. Cookies are the technology that knows, remembers, and tracks that search and then follows you all around the web, continually serving you ads for those pajamas, maybe slippers and robes, months after the holidays, even if you already bought that item that you needed. So killing cookies will end that kind of tracking, better protecting user privacy, but hurting marketers, ad tech companies, and web publishers, anyone essentially that doesn't have their own data to draw on. Some have argued that it's going to hurt almost everyone but Google itself. Now, the elimination of cookies in Chrome and Android will be rolled out slowly, but it speaks to a broader thematic change in digital advertising that has been underway for a decade. You can sum it up in this graphic. Over the last decade, the Google-Meta duopoly has been slowly eroding in the ad market. Amazon has led the e-commerce charge. There's streamers with their ad-supported models. We saw the explosion of that last year. And the rise of foreign players like TikTok. Even gig companies like Uber, DoorDash, Instacart, they found religion in advertising last year, and that's all eating away at that edge. Now, some ad executives look at this move as Google protecting that years-long dominance. But it might not be that straightforward. Remember a few years ago, Apple implemented its own crackdown on cookies and tracking. That was 2021. Meta, then Facebook, said that those changes would hit its revenue by some $10 billion in 2022. A few years on, however, Meta has adapted. Ad revenue has rebounded, and it's even harnessing generative AI to sell new ad tools. It's fine. And that is really the hope here for smaller players when Google's changes are fully implemented, that they can adapt and that they can go beyond clicks and conversions or find different revenue streams like a subscription model. And guys, you could even argue that those changes that Apple implemented a few years ago that were so disrupted led to a positive change for companies that could adapt because they've been able to collect their own first-party data by offering incentives, which serves them well not only in the ad market, but in generative AI as well, where data is gold.